So, you fell in love with someone from another country? Congratulations! You've just entered the most complicated reality show on Earth. Think of it as a mashup between international dating, government red tape, and full-blown cultural chaos. One moment, you're cuddling over video calls. Next, you're filing legal forms, scheduling interviews, and learning their mom's name in 3 languages. Sound romantic? That depends on how you feel about paperwork. Let's be honest, love is the easy part. It's the visa process that turns your relationship into a psychological thriller. Between cultural expectations, language mix-ups, and immigration deadlines, your love story becomes a roller coaster of laughter, confusion, and unexpected life lessons. Buckle up, because this isn't just about romance. This is about resilience, compromise, and finding connection across borders you never imagined crossing. It started just like a dream. Sunset walks, whispered I love yous, and eye contact that could melt glaciers. You were convinced this was it, the real deal. You imagined a future together, matching pajamas, cute dogs, and joint Netflix passwords. You planned the wedding playlist and daydreamed about anniversaries. But then, doubts started creeping in. Is it your love they want, or is it the citizenship paperwork that made their heart skip? That wink during the visa talk? The perfectly memorized answers during immigration interviews? The way they suddenly love all things American? You find yourself up late Googling, are they marrying me or my passport? Between cupcake tastings and wedding prep. True love, possibly. But something feels a little too polished. Suddenly, you're not just falling in love. You're conducting an emotional background check while dating your partner and the Department of Homeland Security at the same time. Welcome to the immigration process. Whether it's the US, UK, Canada, or Australia, the experience feels like the Hunger Games with paperwork. There are no cheering crowds, only deadlines and disappearing receipts. You thought applying for college was hard. Now you're battling websites that crash, fingerprints that expire, and headshots rejected for being too smiley. 10 versions of the same form, just to be told the margins are off. This isn't love at first sight. It's love after 15 notarized documents and 3 background checks. How long does a fiancé visa take, you ask? Anywhere from 6 months to when your grandkids graduate. Every form asks for a form you've never seen. The embassy wants proof of affection, but not too much. You're scanning handwritten letters, attaching affidavits, and praying no one sneezes on your passport photo. By the end, your love story lives in a glitchy PDF. Still romantic, sort of, if you're into late-night printing and caffeine-fueled panic. Love may be universal, but your taste buds didn't get the memo. Their favorite dish smells like it escaped from a science lab, while your mom's mashed potatoes get called flavorless. Chopsticks versus forks becomes a full-blown debate. Presents on Christmas Eve? That's madness. And then there's how they say comfortable, like they swallowed a dictionary. Welcome to culture shock, served 3 times a day with a generous side of, what did you just say? Culture shock doesn't just knock. It kicks the door open, changes the furniture, and rearranges your expectations. Daily habits crash like mismatched software. They air dry laundry. You use a dryer. They take their shoes off indoors. You forget every time. And still, something beautiful happens. You both start laughing more, asking curious questions, and learning the names of spices you never knew existed. Somewhere between awkward meals and holiday clashes, you discover something meaningful. Mutual respect, stirred in with the rice. Congratulations! Visa approved. They step off the plane, you're crying at arrivals, and it feels like a rom-com ending. But here's the twist. It's just the beginning of your shared U.S. adventure. Suddenly, they're learning about credit scores, insurance deductibles, and how peanut butter is sold in gallon jars. They're shocked by tipping culture. You're shocked they've never had string cheese. Love may have gotten you here, but now it's time to handle daily chaos together. You explain why we file taxes before April. They ask why we refrigerate eggs and what 2-day shipping really costs. Then there's the epic Costco trip, with bulk everything, oversized carts and jars of pickles the size of bowling balls. Even the confusion feels oversized, but somewhere in the middle of the adjustments and eye rolls, something meaningful starts to form. Love doesn't stop at customs. It unpacks, settles in, and learns to adapt. Each year, over 25,000 fiancé visas are approved in the United States. About 80 to 90% of those couples tie the knot within 90 days of arrival. Sounds like a win for love, right? But here's the unexpected twist. Nearly half of those marriages end in divorce within 5 years. Turns out, navigating immigration is just the first challenge. Staying in love, adapting together, and building trust is where the real test begins. And it's not just in America. Countries around the world report similar trends as global love stories collide with local policies. So what separates the heartbreaks from the happily ever afters? It's not just paperwork or passion. It's persistence, communication during misunderstandings, and choosing compassion over pride. It's growing together despite cultural noise. The stats give us headlines, but behind every number is a real couple making real decisions. Some struggle, some thrive, and all of them prove one thing: love is universal. But surviving the process takes grit, humor, and a shared dream worth chasing together. It's messy, it's funny, it's frustrating, it's beautiful. International love isn't for the faint of heart, but that's what makes it unforgettable. You're not just falling for someone, you are choosing their entire world. The food, the festivals, the emotional roller coasters. You fall for their accent, their rituals, even their weird family traditions. It's not easy, but when it clicks, it feels like you've unlocked a level of connection that goes deeper than language. When the paperwork ends, real life begins. You'll argue about how to pronounce oregano, who's better at driving, and whether you actually need 5 types of rice in the pantry. But you'll also grow. You'll share customs, rewire habits, and build a language of love that's entirely your own. Is it worth it? If your hearts are in the right place, then yes. But if it's only about the visa, prepare to be exposed fast. Love has no borders, but immigration definitely does. If you've ever loved across lines such as national, cultural, or linguistic, you know it's not a straight path. But it's real. It's full of surprises. And honestly, it can be hilariously awkward. Ever confuse a goodbye for a marriage proposal? Or completely misread a holiday ritual? You're not alone. Drop a comment below and share your funniest or most unexpected culture shock moment. We want to hear it. Seriously. While you're here, hit like, share your story, and subscribe to Rags to AI for more stories that blend comedy, chaos, and connection. Whether you're in love, recovering from it, or just fascinated by it, this channel is for you. Stick around for more laughs, honest moments, and unfiltered perspectives. And remember this: true love might survive language barriers, but it probably won't survive you forgetting their mom's name during the visa interview. Don't risk it.